What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. Hopefully, the audio issues are corrected, and this will be the most informative video you have listened to in your entire life because we're talking abs. We're talking ultimate abs. We are talking washboard, dick, skin, thin abs. What? You want to get ripped, you want to get shredded. Every single person watching and listening to this right now, I guarantee you, your life will be better with abs, and you know it will. I don't care who you are. Don't act all special and fancy like you don't care. Abs will make your life better. They will. You don't believe it? Go ask your significant other how different their life will be if you have abs. Yes. Abs make this world go round, and unfortunately, most people don't have abs. Why? They don't have abs simply because they don't know how to get them. It is this mystical holy grail that they search and search and search for, and yet they cannot find it. Well, fortunately for you, today is your lucky day. Uncle Mike is going to tell you how to get abs. Ooh, it's time. Now, I'll tell you something. A lot of people, when they talk about dieting and losing weight and getting fit and all the other stuff, they're like, oh, I don't really care about abs. That's a lie. They just don't think they're willing to do what it takes to get abs. That is the problem. And we can fix that because it's a lot easier than it sounds. And I have never had one client ever complain to me because their abs looked too good. They were too ripped and too shredded. It's never happened. Maybe that'll be you. I don't know. Dolce, your information got me too ripped. I was too shredded. I'm mad at you, Uncle Mike. The results were simply too good. Now, I'm going to break this down and make this easy and simple, okay? How to get abs. And we can go down the rabbit hole of so many different variations, and they'll be moderately correct depending on how voracious I will be with my debating and argument skills. But we're not going to do that. I'm simply going to tell you the simplest, easiest, fastest way to get abs. The most important thing right now, of course, it will be nutrition. Duh, you get that, you know that. But not just nutrition, very specific style of nutrition. Now, you can certainly go to thedolcediet.com and use what is that code actually? The ABSDIET code. If you want to save 22%, because today's the 22nd of October, and you can save 22% on my personalized 3 weeks to shredded program for you. You can do that. You don't have to. You can do it. It works well. But what I will tell you and what you will be personally programmed inside the DolceDiet.com's membership platform, you will be created a meal plan that focuses on ample protein intake. So if you want to have abs, ladies and gentlemen, you got to get your protein right first and foremost. How much protein should you eat? 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, approximately. So let's say approximately 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. How's that sound? That sound good? 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And then we can cheat it up, cheat it down. You weigh 200 pounds, you should take in about 200 grams of protein. Maybe 160, maybe up to 240. Let's say 150 to 250. Close enough, right? So about 1 gram of protein per pound of relatively lean body mass. Gals, this works for you too. 130-pound young lady walking around the earth trying to look better, feel better, get that flat, tight, toned tummy. You should probably be taking in somewhere, I don't know, about 115 to 145 or so grams of protein, as long as you're healthy, athletic, training hard, right? So you have that stabilized, you have that structured, and it's every day, my friends. It's every day. I'm going to take you nutrition, I'm going to take you to cardio, and I'm going to take you to strength training, all in this one video. We'll get it done before 10 minutes. So just hang with me for a couple more minutes here. I want to give you a little bit of the preamble, the backstory, the context, build the foundation, and let you go out there and be dang shredded by January 1st. When everyone else is making their New Year's resolutions, you're going to be walking around with your tummy showing. with your rock hard six-pack popping in people's faces at that New Year's Eve party. That's what we're talking about here. You have the time to do it. You want to take in about 1 gram of protein per pound of relatively lean body mass, males and females. It's simple. You weigh 200 pounds, you should take in about 200 grams of protein every day, broken into 4 to 6 evenly divided meals. Get the keto, get the intermittent fasting, get all the other crap out of here, right? You want to get those abs as fast as possible, sustainable as possible. You want to keep them as long as possible, like forever. Keep refining them, getting tighter, looking better, and also have energy to live your life, perform, do all the things you need to do, and still be a normal person. Well, this is what you need to do. Once again, if you're 200 pounds, you want to be taking in anywhere between, let's say, approximately 40 to 50 grams of protein 4 to 5 times per day, spread evenly out, evenly throughout the day. You should take in about 2 to 3 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight per day. You probably might want to go 1 3-gram day, 1 2-gram day, maybe 1 1-gram day. That might work really well as a very simple carb cycle, which is a concurrent calorie cycle. And you want to keep your fat somewhere, I don't know, maybe closer 0.6 to 1.2 grams of fat per pound of relatively lean body mass. Is that calculation right? Actually, a little bit less, excuse me, half. So about 0.4 to 0.6 of relatively lean, which should put you somewhere between, let's say, 50 to 100 grams of fat calories, high quality net nutrient fat calories per day. Pretty easy to get this thing built in, right? So it's about 1 gram of protein, it's about 2 grams of carbohydrates, and it's about 0.5 gram of fat per pound of relatively lean body mass. Does that make sense? Should I say it again? I think you got it right there. And let you go and have fun. Spread that 4 to 5 even feedings throughout the day, right? No hocus pocus, no BS, no counting macros, no exclusionary restrictive fed dietary practice here. Bang, your nutrition's done. Now follow it. Now what you need to do is you need to do fasted cardio in the morning, every morning. Every morning is like a minimum of 5 days per week. You don't really see the benefits, the fat loss benefits, until it's 4 days minimum. 5 days is better. 6 days is best, with an active recovery on day 7. Low intensity, steady state fasted cardio in the absence of insulin is ideal. It is ideal because later on in the afternoon, you will be training at higher resistance levels. You will be training more of a HIRT style, high intensity resistance training later on in the day, building healthy lean muscle tissue while peaking and recovering your heart consistently throughout that workout. So you hit the aerobic system while fasted in the absence of insulin, has a preferential benefit to the alpha and beta receptors in that fat cell. And then again, you go later on in the day and you have that HIRT, the high intensity resistance training, where you're training multi-joint compound movements in a very functional capacity. 3 exercises for approximately 3 sets each of 6 to 12 repetitions, multi-joint compound movements of the primary body movements, again, which would be we push, we pull, we squat, we hinge, we rotate. Build your system like that 3 times per week, every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and it concurrently repeats. We don't care about Monday through Sunday. A 7-day work week doesn't matter to us. Every other day we train the body, we enhance muscle protein synthesis, we build that healthy lean muscle tissue while constantly dripping 40 to 50 for the 200-pound individual, 40 to 50 grams of protein, which is amino acids, and we constantly bathe the blood with these amino acids in even intervals every 4 hours or so over a 16, 18-hour period. This is the way it gets done. So we have these high net nutrient foods dripping into the body. You have all the stored glycogen from the ingested carbohydrate expressed as glucose. So you can train that high intensity resistance training, glycolytic activity at a very high level, initiating muscle protein synthesis once again, right? Building lean, healthy, functional muscle tissue while attacking the alpha beta receptors in that low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity in the absence of insulin. Bing, bang, boom, done. Do that for 3 weeks. Watch how your body changes. Do it for 6 weeks. Watch how your life changes. Do it for 3 months. You'll never go back to the person you were. All that in under 10 minutes. And now I'm going to answer a few of your questions. Remember, you can always, if you want to prescribe for you, want it built out for you, just want to follow Uncle Mike's program built for you, personalized to you, go to thedolcediet.com, use promo code ABSDIET, all one word, ABSDIET, no spaces, and save 22% because today's October 22nd. When it's October 23rd, this code will be gone because I'm just having fun. And I thought this would be a really cool way to get you guys lean, healthy, fit, strong. This works. This works. This works. This works. This works. This works. Do it. It works. Watch what happens. It works because it's not what you're doing right now. But here's the caveat. You have to do it every day. You have to be consistent. You want the tree to fall. What do? You swing the damn axe until it falls. You don't swing it 3 times and walk away and take a break and have a Sunday fun day and do all the other silly things most people do. You're not going to do that because you're focused, you're motivated, you're educated. You have the plan in front of you. Now you know what to do, and the results are guaranteed at the end. At the end of this, the results are guaranteed. Guys and girls, this works equally for you. So every lady watching and listening right now, this is exactly what you need to do to get that toned, tight, flat tummy. Guys, you want to get that ripped, grizzled, vascular, striated midsection with those little David lines that make the ladies' jaws drop. This is all you have to do. Approximately 1 gram of protein per pound of relatively lean muscle mass, approximately 2 grams of carbohydrates per pound of relatively lean body mass, kind of cycling down to, 2 to 1 to half works rather well. Tighten and hit a carb cycle, which becomes a concurrent calorie cycle at the same time. And approximately, let's say half a gram of fat per pound of relatively lean body mass. So 200-pound person is going to be taking in close to 100 grams of fat per day. That's actually a lot of fat. And now we have your carbs kind of cycling on a 3-2-1 basis. You're training multi-joint compound movements every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, bang, 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 keeps running through. Approximately 3 exercises per movement, approximately 3 sets each of approximately 6 to 12 repetitions per exercise until technical failure, not until total muscular failure. That way we don't get hurt. We apply tension to the muscle, time under tension. We stimulate muscle protein synthesis in a safe manner, which allows us to come back to the gym 2 days later and do it again, and come back to the gym 2 days later and do it again. And then every morning we're waking up, we're going for low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity. We're going for 30, ideally 45 to 60-minute walks at relatively slow paces. Heart rate shouldn't be over 110 beats per minute for the average healthy athletic adult. In the absence of insulin, we're performing these, which has a preferential or a much more efficient enhancement of our alpha and beta receptors to actually burn that stored body fat, while again training at higher resistance later on in the day. You don't have to do interval training first thing in the morning and do sprints and air dynes and all the other stuff. You'll be doing almost that same exact activity later on in the afternoon. This is how it works, my friends. This is how it works. Do it or don't. I just gave it to you all free, all free. Bang, bang, bang. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up before I answer your questions in the chat, because now I'm going to give you all sorts of free live Q&A answers right now. So give the video a thumbs up. I personally appreciate that. But also it lets the overlords at YouTube know that you're engaging with us, and hopefully they'll notify other cool people like you in the community that we are putting out great content. Muscle Carpet says, sounds great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anthony Cruz, appreciate you. King Hap, you need to listen to that last video. I will. It's YouTube. It's their interface messes up every so often. I'm hardlined here. I'm hardline, high-speed internet, Ethernet cable hooked up. Man, we got everything we need. Every so often, YouTube glitches like that. Brad Francis, FU from Australia. What's up, Brad? JS, step 1 to getting abs, the Dolce diet, repeat as necessary. That's true, actually. That's true. Kenny P, now is that 1 gram of protein per pound of current weight or goal weight? Of current weight. Of current weight. Okay. Anthony Cruz, coach, I'm going to come out of this COVID lockdown in shape like never before. Thanks for the daily vids, keeping us on track. I'm here. That's what I'm here for, to educate, to inspire, to motivate. The most honest, actionable, evidence-based information you will find on this channel every single time we turn on this mic and camera. You will find the best information possible, honest, straightforward, and effective. JS also trained harder than the last time. Wait, no, wrong channel. Brian says, F you, Dolce. F you, Brian. Good to see you. I appreciate you. Lazar, is it good to eat peanut butter sandwich at night, even if I have good metabolism and good genetics? Thanks, Uncle Mike. Well, why are you eating a sandwich? Why are you having it on bread? Would be the question. Now, it's not necessarily bad. Context matters. In all things, context matters. Why are you eating? Are you trying to get shredded abs and having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on Wonder Bread before you go to bed? That's probably not going to be a good thing. Are you putting a little bit of almond butter, peanut butter, cashew butter on sprouted grain toast before bed? That might actually be very well for you. Do very well for you. JJ says, F you, Dolce. Mike, I'm struggling so hard right now not to order Domino's. Help me, please. JJ, go eat an apple, my friend. Go eat an apple, then walk out your front door, breathe that beautiful fresh air, and go for a small walk around your neighborhood. Get your body moving. The best thing to do, number one, is eat an apple when you have a crave. I don't know anybody who really eats more than 2 apples at a single sitting. I know people who will eat 2 entire Domino's pizza, though, at a single sitting. It's crazy what that does. When you have that crave, you want to eat healthful, whole foods, real food. Apples work great for this. Then you want to move that body. I would go for a 10, 15, 20-minute walk, get moving, while also thinking, okay, now what's going to be my next meal? Domino's, I was just being silly. I didn't really want Domino's. The fucking, that lazy loser in the back of my mind always trying to pull me off track. That's the guy who wanted Domino's, not me, because I am a fucking enlightened savage over here. Well, I'm not going to eat Domino's. What do I have in the house? I got quinoa. I got some leftover chili meat. Man, that right there is a great meal. I got a little bit of veg I can just chop up, throw in a little saute, stir fry, take me 7-8 minutes. Beautiful meal, done deal. I can throw some eggs into a pan, some spinach and some tomatoes. I can actually make myself an omelet, or I got 2 slices of sprouted grain bread and a little turkey bacon. Now I'm having this egg sandwich, BLT, whatever it might be. Bang, easy. That's how easy it is. You can succumb to the lazy loser in the back of your head trying to drag you off course, or you can be the enlightened savage who sets goals and sticks to it, who's intentional and mindful. That is you. I know that's you. You're not a pizza eating dude anymore. That dude is dead. That's old you. Old you is gone. You ostracized him. You made him leave the community. You branded him, right? Like on Vikings, you branded him and sent him off and on the walk of shame, never to come back again. He's been banished. So that other version of you is banished now. This is the new version of you. Dom M, JS, LOL. Lazar, is 50 grams of protein in one drink too much or good? Well, it all depends. Context is everything. Sometimes I'll have a 40-gram protein shake. Not all the time. Usually mine's closer to 20 to 30. I'm 212 pounds or so. I train my ass off. I only need 20 or 30 grams of supplemental protein intra-workout towards the end. I'll usually spike mine about 2/3 of the way through of a grass-fed whey protein isolate, no other ingredients at all. Depends on context is everything, though. So could be right for you. Sonia had a bursitis a couple weeks ago, still working back at it, not pushing too hard. Don't, Sonia. Be careful. Listen to your doctor. Follow your doctor's orders. Stevie M with the £4.99 super chat donation. Stevie M, thank you for that. Very kind of you. I appreciate that. It's never lost on me. Thank you. Kenny says, just started the online program now. Should I continue doing the fasted morning list or add in the 10-minute morning on top of that? It's both. And it's the 20-minute morning. Do the 20-minute morning, which is visualization, goal setting, and calisthenics. Also, you should be doing the list if you really want to maximize your success. But again, if you're following the online version of 3 Weeks to Shred It at thedolcediet.com, the nutrition is going to be 90% of your success. The program is so well created. It's so efficient. It's so dang successful. That's going to be 90%. The exercise is the cherry on top, and that's something you want to do as much as you can. Coach, I have 8-pack. Thank you for the answer. Can I send you a picture on Instagram? You trying to slide into my DMs, Lazar? What's going on here? Yeah, I mean, as long as it's, again, appropriate, right? Anything that you wouldn't mind your mother to see, then of course, yeah, people send me great, testimonials before and afters all the time. I get some weird stuff every so often. I get requests for really weird stuff. So don't do that. Not that you are, Lazar, of course. But some DMs are really scary place. JJ, thank you, Mike. You got it, JJ. Raul says, Mike, for the last few years, I find myself waking up at night and eating junk. It used to not be like this. I almost feel like I'm sleepwalking. During the day, I'm disciplined. I'm fit with good habits. Well, clearly not. If you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're fucking eating the chocolate cake, Raul. I mean, I'm half joking there, but truly, no, number one question to you. All right. Is it plugged in? What am I talking about? I call the cable company. My cable's not working. I call the internet company. My internet's not working. First thing they say, is it plugged in? So I'm going to talk to you right now just like that, Raul. You say you wake up in the middle of the night and eat junk. Why do you have junk in your house then? Why do you have garbage in your house then? Right? If you say, hey, Mike, I wake up in the middle of the night, I go downstairs and I eat chicken and quinoa. I said, sweet, you're probably going to add an extra pound of healthy, lean, functional muscle tissue this month. You're probably going to lose an extra 1 to 3 pounds of non-functional, subcutaneous, and visceral body fat. But you're going downstairs, same activity, same habit, and you're eating junk because you have junk there. Why? That's like, hey, Mike, I'm going to the gym. And I'm sitting in the parking lot and drinking a fifth of Jack Daniels. I go to the gym every day. I don't know what's going on. I go to the gym every day. I mean, I sit in the parking lot and drink Jack Daniels and I drive home without breaking a sweat. Why am I not more fit? That's my comical answer to your question. I hope that's helpful. JJ says, I'm going to have some grilled chicken with some jasmine rice and veggies. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I love meals like that. Marcus, thanks for the incredible content. New to the Dolce Diet channel. So helpful and encouraging. Can I recomp my body utilizing body weight workouts solely with the Dolce nutrition methodology? Absolutely. So when you go to thedolcediet.com, you follow the 4-week, 3 weeks of shredded program. You then transition into our 8-week living lean program, which is built as a recomposition program after the shredding aspect of 3 weeks to shredded, designed to lose 21 pounds in 21 days, as proven 100% successful by the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years. That's all true. Go and check it out. It's all 100% factual. Now, you go through the 3 weeks of shredded program, and then you enter into the living lean program. This is our 12-week option. You have the 4-week and the 12-week. The 12-week option is a living lean, which is a recomposition program. We slowly increase your calories to then build more healthy, functional, lean muscle tissue and continue to lose body fat, but not at such a dramatic rate as was the goal in 3 weeks to shred it. Some people will simply follow our 3 weeks to shredded program, which is built as a concurrent cycle. So you go from day 1 to day 21, and instead of moving into the living lean 3-week or recomposition plan, they go back to day 1 of 3 weeks to shredded with their new body weight updated. So we have bikini competitors, bodybuilding, classic physique competitors. That's when they want to get like super freaking shredded, keep as much of that healthy muscle tissue as possible, get like scraped out shredded. Both of them work extremely well, and that's the way we built it. We constantly refine it, and we're just about to release a new update to the site, which looks insane. And again, if you want to try, go to thedolcediet.com, promo code ABSDIET, all one word, ABSDIET. Save 22% today only, October 22nd. That'll be gone tonight. Anthony says, Mike, I literally live next door to a pizza place, and I smell it all day, every day, and I've never ate there. Willpower. Amen, Anthony. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. I hear you. I used to work at a bakery loading trucks. I didn't want to eat any of that crap. I was disgusted, disgusted at smelling it. Amar Deep says, yo, Uncle Mike, how much downtime per day would you recommend? Activities such as mindlessly browsing the internet, watching Netflix, etc. Struggle with getting the right balance. Well, less. I mean, are you getting all your work done? All right, how about let's break this down. The 5 F's, right? Fitness, family, finance, future, for me. 5 F's, 5 goals per day. Set 5 goals per day. outside of your normal responsibilities. Taking out the garbage, cooking dinner, going to work, sitting in your cubicle. That's all normal stuff. And then we focus on our fitness, our finances, our family, our fitness, family, finance, future. And then last but not least is for me. That's your Google, big booty bouncer, whatever the heck it might be, or old school rollerblades, or maybe Fortnite, or whatever the hell you're into. And I think it might be the former, maybe not the latter. But regardless, whatever you're into, that's what that 20% of the time goes to. You've done all your responsibilities. You've completed all your essential tasks. You set 5 specific goals with the other free time that you have related to your fitness, to your family, to your finances, to your future, and then for you. That's the way we build our system. And I got to tell you, it works really damn well. And the people we work with who take this to heart get more stuff done in a single day than most people get done all a month, because now we're focused, we're mindful, we're intentional. We get it done. And speaking of get it done, you see that right there? That's a thumbs up button, my friends. Bang, bang. Give this video a thumbs up. I certainly appreciate it. I can see it if the thumbs go up. We got way more people watching this when we have thumbs up. So throw me a thumbs up. Hopefully YouTube shares this channel with some other cool people just like you. I certainly appreciate it, if nothing else. What cardio is best for fight training? Fight training is best. Get all your proper training in. Right? Train with a high intensity, technically proficient against really good partners. Someone who's not quite as good as you, someone who's equally as good as you, and someone who's slightly better than you. There you go. I mean, yeah, we can run and jump rope and do road work and do bad work and lift weights and swim in pools. We could do all that fun stuff too. Whatever suits you, for sure. For sure. JJ, funny you said Apple, because I did have an Apple and it prolonged me from getting it before it's this stream. That's what I'm talking about, JJ. Right on, my man. Smart move, smart move. Jim says, F you, Dolce. Is there any concern when getting polyunsaturated fats coming from what I sense is nutritious foods like chia seeds or mono unsaturated fats from cashews? Go Gaethje. Jim, good to see you, brother. Right on. No, I have no issues, no worries, as long as that's not all we're eating all day long, right? We have a wide variety, and that's one of our principles. Principle number 1, eat earth-grown nutrients from a wide variety of fresh, natural, local, organic, in-season sources. So once you're doing that, you will be absolutely fine, unless you have some sort of niche, random health issue, which is why you should always speak with your doctor first. Makalani says, smoker on December 8th, I train at Yamasaki Academy in Virginia and put the work in for an amateur. I do fasted cardio every day and train 6 days a week. Tips on having the greatest gas tank for the fight. You're the greatest. Hey, Makalani, I thank you. I appreciate that. Now, gas tank is something, it's all relative, right? And it gets better and better with time. Fueling your body matters completely. That's maybe the most important, because that quite literally is the fuel that will push you through these glycolytic activities. Intelligent training, you're not overreaching, you're not overtraining, you're stimulating adaptation, but not so much that your body crashes. You still enjoy what you do, and you're getting better each and every practice, each and every week. This matters. You have a good game plan, and you are honest with your current ability and level. If you're a first, second, third, fourth, 10th fight amateur, do not compare yourself to the ability of Israel Adesanya. You might not quite strike as well as him yet. Though you might throw the technique at the pads or on the bag, you might not be able to land it in real time like the champ can yet. Same thing with your gas tank. Have good expectations. It should be relative to you, but you have to be leading a clean lifestyle to truly optimize your benefit. There's great athletes. John Jones is one who has done extremely well early in his career while not living the right lifestyle. But if we look at the latter part of his year, while still technically in his biological prime, we see a lot of challenges now where John doesn't quite perform to the level that he once did. He should be getting better if he was a Bernard Hopkins type of athlete, anyone who understands, or a George St. Pierre type of athlete who really did live that clean, healthy, holistic lifestyle off season, not just during training camp, and they were equally talented. And I don't say that to pick on John. I say that because he's admitted it himself. He's made a lot of bad decisions, lifestyle decisions, but he was such an amazing athlete. He was able to continue to excel, but age is the leveling factor here. Raul says, I squirted a bottle of honey into me at like 3 a.m. the other day. That is terrifying. I mean, a little bit of honey on some sprouted grain toast. Yeah, that's delicious. But a whole bottle of honey by itself, I don't know. I'd have to go for a run or something. What's up, John Trigg? What's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. I definitely want to chat hopefully tomorrow, John. Unknown. Most people binge eat at night. I think it's because they go too long in the day without eating. So they get to the point where they're hungry and they'll just eat anything. That's relatively true. Sabah, hey, Mike, is it actually possible to have heavy, dense bones? I weigh about 205 pounds at 5'7", but I'm pretty damn lean. Could be the GSP looking legs, but no one is able to guess my weight. Thanks. It could be a number of things. I mean, bone density isn't going to make you like 30 pounds heavier than an equally built peer. That's not going to be the case. You probably just have more muscle mass, and that's very common. Muscle takes up less space. Muscle is more dense than fat, I should say. So it really takes up less space. So if you have a kind of chubby friend who's the same height and kind of the same build in clothes, but you, on the other hand, are super lean and you are the same circumference, you're going to be a hell of a lot heavier simply because you're more dense. It's like a pillow filled with concrete or a pillow filled with feathers. Same thing. Marcus, you got it. Raul, thanks. Okay. Jeremy, weighted vest with list. Nope. Walk. Low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity while fasted, which means in the absence of insulin for this specific purpose. I walk all the time. I want to see you walking all the time, all day, but definitely when we're trying to get those rock hard, shredded, dick skin, thin abs, right? Guys and gals, you want to really see the separation in your abs. Do you even know what your intercostals look like? Where do your obliques cut in? Well, this is what we need to do. You need to hit that fasted list at a very low intensity. Because if you're wearing a weighted vest, you start to jog a little bit. What happens now, you are going to flip the switch and start utilizing stored glycogen or glucose, and that will have a response, an insulinogenic response. Once that happens, it's a different form of exercise. It's like Australian rules football versus football in the UK, which is soccer here in the States, versus football here in the United States. Same term, same word, completely different set of rules and performance. Fasted list is fasted list. You're going to train a glycolytic activity later on that afternoon when you're training in a HIRT style. High intensity resistance training. Oliver Robinson, can you talk more about how the 3 weeks of shredded ties into your shopping list, e.g. the ABSDIET in the UK? Yes. So when you're following our online weight loss platform at thedolcediet.com, we have a database of over 300,000 different food products sold around the world. So if you're in the UK at an ABSDIET or a Tesco, or you're in the United States at a ShopRite or a Smith's, wherever the hell it might be, is it a Big K or a Tire Farm or whatever you call it in Canada, whatever it is, we have a database of all the foods that are sold there, because sometimes you swap. You buy turkey bacon in the United States, which is different than the one that has added sugar in the Tesco or the ABSDIET. So that's inside the system. But our system tells you what to purchase in the most healthful, natural version, right? So we're telling you the type of chicken to buy, the type of steak to buy, the type of quinoa to buy. And then you can always look into the substitution list if you're buying something else. But usually that is going to mess up your program, because now you're glitching out, as I say. Now you're starting to introduce variables to make the program your program, not our program. It's like 3 weeks to shredded-ish. Like, yeah, I want to follow Dolce's program. I want to be super shredded, but it's Taco Tuesday, man. So like a lot of people do that and they get decent gains, but why? It's only 21 days. And man, you're going to get in great shape. So I hope that helps. Just stick with it. Watch what happens. Matt Johnson, I just started the Living Lean program yesterday. I was wondering, can I switch the pears out for something else? Yes. Pick any local organic, follow our principles, local organic in-season tree fruit to the best of your ability to procure it. Pears and apples work extremely, extremely well. Sonia, when doing lists, should I try to avoid hills since my heart rate goes higher than 110? I would try and avoid hills during true lists. I would definitely be attacking the hills later on the afternoon or certainly on the weekends during my active recovery. Gamer, opinion on fasting. I do a lot of fasting and I lost a lot of weight, but still don't know if it's good. Well, as compared to what? Fasting is good as compared to drinking gasoline all day. Fasting's good. Is fasting better than eating an omnivoric diet spread evenly throughout the day in 4 to 6 feedings? No, it's not. It's not, because I will put my athletes, my clients, against anyone who fasts. We'll look at their blood work, their lean mass ratio, their high levels of performance, their social enjoyment, what their mood would be, their level of sleep. And I guarantee you mine will outperform them the vast majority of the time. I shouldn't even say mine, but should say normalized people. You follow a normalized, healthful eating program. Why do you need to fast? It simply doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I mean, you can sell it rather well because it's a really good point of differentiation and you can market the hell out of that. It sounds cool. Hashtag keto. Chris Jackson, Dolce, do you think Khabib has been looking big on the embedded shows? Worried he could miss weight tomorrow. Khabib is big. That's a 190-pound man that cuts down the 155. Khabib is a big, strong dude. Okay? Him making 155 is always work. Always work. But he's a professional, though, so I don't think Khabib would ever miss weight. I would be shocked if he did. Valkyrie, LOL. Mike D, F you. Good stuff, coach. Thank you. Brian Henley, the Don of the Diet. Thank you. Always speaking the truth. I appreciate that, Brian. Keep it up, my friend. Chris Jackson, also, is eating eggs every day bad for skin? I've heard eggs are an inflammatory product. Love the content. My guy, so sick. Chris, I appreciate that. And that's actually a great question. And yes, eggs can have an inflammatory response to some people, still a small minority percentage of the population, but more than would be sensitive to gluten. I could say that actually, and some other things. Usually it's eating too many eggs too often, not eating a few eggs per week. That most people well tolerate that and actually benefit from eating 1 to 2 eggs 1 to 2 times per week. Now, if you're eating 1 to 2 eggs every day, some people after a while can develop a little bit of an intolerance, right? Not a true allergy, but a food intolerance, if you will. If you're eating more than that all day, it can get worse and worse. I know back when I was younger, trying to get big and strong, I was eating these 6 to 8 egg omelets every day. After a while, I would have some issues. And I would have to, and as soon as I cut off the eggs, I shut down the eggs, I started to look better, I feel better, perform better, brain fog would go away, right? So for me, it's like I'll eat typically 2 whole eggs, about 4 whites. That'll be my average eggs. And I'm eating that maybe 3 to 4 days a week on average. And I'll have usually the days I don't have the eggs, I'll have a piece of fish instead. What do you eat for breakfast, Dolce? Usually, by and large, it will be our breakfast bowl, which is oats, chia seeds, hemp seeds, almond butter, and or peanut butter. Usually fresh berries, fresh local in-season berries, sometimes flash frozen mixed berries, a little sprinkle of cinnamon, sometimes some coconut flakes, maybe some cacao mix there, which is actually really nice. Sometimes local raw honey, usually in the spring for sure, when allergy season kicks in. Sometimes I'll make our protein pancake, which is quinoa flakes, and then I use the Dolce Whey Pro, not on sale yet. That will be on sale eventually, but a high quality cross-flow microfiltered cold processed grass-fed whey protein isolate mixed in. That's maybe 1 to 2 times per week. Usually I have that on a day that I'm going to be a little more broing out, deadlift day or squat day or something like that. AP says, can I get advice on diets? I'd much rather not listen to any. That was a good AP. That was a good good setup, good segue, good lead in. I appreciate the wit and humor in that. But don't continue with the type of profanity. Let's leave that there because we'll have to ban and block you. I don't want to have to do that. You're making a joke. Chris Hertz says, can we eat bananas with our protein shakes and or in lieu of pears? Can we eat bananas with our protein shakes? Okay. And or in lieu of pears or apples? No. Maybe a third of a banana, half a banana. I would be a little easier on the bananas. Apples, much more of. Pears, a close second to apples. Anthony, why are trolls on here? Trolls are everywhere. Trolls are everywhere. Do you use pan spray? Never, ever, ever. We use avocado oil, coconut oil, peanut oil. Those are the primary oils we use. Amar Deep says, best nighttime routine, Uncle Mike. Do you like a pre-bedtime exercises like push-ups? I don't do any real exercise at night. I do cardio, actually. I typically go for a walk after dinner, usually a walk, sometimes the elliptical, but I like to go walk the neighborhood. Get out there a little bit. And our pre-bedtime is we shut off all the overhead lights. We turn on floor lamps, sometimes some candles. We read books or just watch like a non-stimulating, more of like a drama or a documentary type movie. We get to bed a few hours after the sun goes down, which is, an hour or two after our kids go to sleep. Try and wake up before the sun. That's part of the rituals. The time you wake up has a direct impact on the time you go to sleep. What's your opinion of raw milk dairy? I've never actually drank it myself, so I would stay away for the average adult simply because it's a little harder to digest, but I tolerate milk rather well, more so or better than most people I know, anecdotally anyway, but I would still stay away from it. You have a little bit, here and there just for experience, but outside of that, no. Anthony, what's wrong with bananas? There's nothing wrong with bananas. We program them, but a lot of people eat 2 to 3 bananas where they're not very filling. You can eat 2, 3, 4 bananas, no problem. It's hard to eat 1 or 2 apples or, more than 2 apples ever. And they have there's much more chance of getting an overabundance of sugar, just easily mixed in. It's like eating cashews. When you go and get cashews or almonds, you want to actually scoop it with a half cup scooper, take it and go sit down. Do not sit with a jar of almonds in front of you. You'll finish the jar and have just eaten like 12,000 calories. Matt Johnson, man, that breakfast bowl is so good once all those flavors mix together after a couple minutes. Amen. Jim says, F you, Dolce. Thanks so much for your content and sharing your experience. Got to head out. Jim, see you soon, my friend. I look forward to the next time we catch up, brother. Fabian says, Dolce, thanks for all your hard work. What exercises should beginners do aside from push-ups, pull-ups, and squats? Well, body weight squats matter. Push-ups matter. V-ups matter. Burpees matter. Step-ups matter. I would be deadlifting, programming deadlifting, or really more so hinging. I would be doing overhead pressing. I would be doing horizontal pulling, lunges, walking lunges, weighted lunges, and step-ups, lateral lunges, side steps, step overs for sure, planking, side planking, crossbows, bow and arrows, hydrants, like all those, type those in. You'll know what those are pretty quick. Mobility work. Anthony Cruz, I eat 1 banana a day, around 2 to 3 apples a day. It sounds fine. I'm happy with that. Chris says, thanks, Mike. You by far have the most consistent and best advice I found anywhere online. Down 20 pounds of unwanted weight. Thanks for your advice. Chris, thank you, my friend. That really does mean a lot. I appreciate that. And I am here devoted to offer the most honest, actionable, evidence information, right? 4-time world MMA trainer of the year, the most sought after coach in professional sports, as says Sports Illustrated, quoted from Sports Illustrated, right? So I have experience, right? I'm credible, if nothing else here. And I really do try and take the time, take the energy to give as much back to you in the community as I can, to create as much access as you can, to just answer all these questions. I did a 10-minute video really outlining the exact diet and exercise program to get fucking awesome abs. And then I'm spending another, 30 to 60 minutes answering questions for free, happily and gratefully. I'm here to help you. Alan Black says, what's your opinion about the Warrior Diet BS? Well, that's Ori Hofmenkler's program. He's a good guy from all, ways and means, I believe. And it's a cool concept. It sounds awesome, good marketing, but it's the 1 meal a day diet, OMAD, which is now known as the OMAD diet, which is an offshoot of the exclusionary restrictive fad dietary practices of intermittent fasting, which is an offshoot of the exclusionary restrictive fad dietary practice that keto ushered in, right? Which is an offshoot of the exclusionary restrictive fad dietary practice that paleo ushered in, right? So let's just keep taking and taking and taking and taking away all these different ingredients and keep taking them more and more away, because nobody's really losing the weight that was promised. So we probably should take away the potatoes, and we take away the rice, and take away the oats, and heck, let's just take away all the grains. You know what? Let's take away all the vegetables. You know what? Let's take away all the plant products, period. You know what? Let's not just take away the plant products. That simply doesn't even work, because we're not getting the results they told us we would. So now we should actually eat less and less and less, down to we're only eating one meal a day now. And Jesus, that doesn't work. So what should we do? Well, you should wait for the internet marketing machine comes back and they give you something completely different to sell you. So, and I think Warrior Diet just fell into that. I'm not mad at it. Do you upload these live videos? I'd like to rewatch this. Yes, we do. Check out the channel. It comes back. It'll be here. We put everything out there. It's on here, living on this channel. Oliver says, when your grip strength is compromised from working at a desk all day, do you have alternatives for your common compound exercises? Working at a desk all day doesn't mean nothing. I was a municipal tax assessor, riding a desk 8-9 hours a day, and I was still deadlifting 700 plus pounds. Right? Go hang from a chin-up bar for 3 minutes, one-handed. Can you? Stand inside the rack, put the pins on the rack just lower than your arms hang. Grab a barbell. How long can you hold a barbell by itself in one hand? How about a barbell with a 25 on each side, 35 on each side, 45 on each side, 2 45s on each side, 3 45s on each side? You could build that grip up real quick. Can you do a chin-up? Do you do any rope pulls? Do you do any farmer's walks? Go grab a pair of 12 kilo kettlebells and go walk up and down a football field. Your grip will give out long before your legs ever do, or your lungs ever do. Bam, free. Do that. Under your doctor's care, of course. This is all entertainment, for entertainment purposes. I think I'm supposed to say that stuff, right? Swar says Mike Tyson eats 5 to 6. Okay, maybe. Anthony Cruz, thoughts on plain Greek yogurt? I program it a little bit. We program it just a little bit into our, meal plans, depending on who the people are. I might eat a little bit every so often. It's more of a dessert to us, inside our system. And I think that's it. That's all the questions, guys. Once again, bang. Give this video a thumbs up so I know you're there. I know you care. And the YouTube overlords know that you're engaged with this content. You appreciate it. And they just might, if you engage and give us a thumbs up, they just might start to recommend this video to other people, which I would personally appreciate. I am here for you as much as I can put this free, helpful content out there for you. I absolutely will. It is an honor and a privilege to have the time to spend speaking with you. Again, that 22% discount on the online 4-week or 12-week weight loss plans at thedolcediet.com. Just use promo code ABSDIET. It's the 22nd. It's promo code it saves you 22%. That will be gone tonight once again. And the Mastering the Weight Cut seminar, for those who care, is being held this Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. You can still register. There's a few spots left. Mastering the Weight Cut Seminar, Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to DolceDietShop.com if you want to register that. It'd be cool to see you. And that's it for the day, guys and gals. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. And until next time, boom.